my man, bitch.
Don't try to read me out. And my man, thank you to my man. And my man. Don't try to read me out.
My man.
Ooh, real bad.
Still the same. Yeah. Period. Don't play with me.
And y'all keep seeing us together. Yes, that video was true. I was in the process of divorcing him. I hired a divorce attorney, paid the retainer, like I'm done, it's true, no breakup. And he was like, okay, if that's really what you want to do. But see, my husband, I'm happy.
That's my man, bitch.
Don't try to read me out.
My man.
Ooh.
Good morning, Bougie Gang. I did not forget about you. How could I ever? And that is on never. Good morning, J Fox. Good morning, Kenya Butts. Good morning. I am Coco. Got here 1, 2, 3 first. Yes, Gangstars. Good morning. Good morning to all the Gangstars. Good morning, Bougie Gang. Good morning. Did I skip anybody? Girl, let me not. Good morning. Guys, I did not forget about you. I had important mom business to handle. I had hair appointment to set up. You are Lambo. Why is Lambo getting kicked out? Leave the door open, baby. Farrah, leave the door. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Girl, you know the minute. Okay. All right, guys. I'm trying to focus because somebody is still home. School has not started yet. Tomorrow's open house. Yes. Okay. All right. Let me tell you guys about a couple of things. You guys tell me. So there's a girl named Monique. She's homeless. Anyone who watches Atlanta Street Interviews, there's a girl who was interviewed by Atlanta Street Interviews. You guys know what I'm talking about. There's a girl, there's some tea on the streets that the guy from Atlanta Street Interviews has been having his way with some of these girls on the streets, taking advantage of the homeless girls, right? One of them actually is here in Charlotte. She goes live all the time. I mean, I think she definitely has some issues. Okay. She was live. I got caught up watching her. Okay. Earlier this morning, girl, Marcus. Okay. What is Marcus? Marcus reminds me of Peter Thomas's baby brother, which I don't even know if he has a baby brother, but if he had a baby brother, it might be Marcus. Okay. I was watching Rose complain about people trying to eat off her because her ex-husband's baby mama, they have a YouTube channel and she says they're doing the most. Okay. They're talking about her on Facebook. They're doing all the things. I don't know. And Rose has to understand, most of us don't even care, sis. Why are you highlighting these people? Okay. So I was stuck watching Rose this morning, her and her dingbatty stupid ass. Okay. Then, girl, do you guys watch a channel called Tay and Chef Carmen? Which I don't know where they're part of. I'm not sure. I feel like I got this channel recommended to me because of Darius Cooks, which I watch the cooking shows. If they're into beef and all that stuff, I don't know if they're part of the arguing sector. I'm gonna say it like that. Girl, I don't know, but somehow I ended up on someone's live yesterday who literally had just walked out of Cobb County court. So of course I was like, I think I got recommended because he's a cooking channel and he does food reviews. And then next thing I know, I don't know how, we got to call Al on that one. I don't know, but I like Darius Crooks, is it? Or Darius Cooks, whatever. You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Girl, there was a lady yesterday She set up her live. She was right outside of Cobb County courthouse. Girl, it was on some YouTube drama. I was like, well, what's going on here? I don't know what happened, but apparently, and this might be some of that arguing sector that starts with a B. I'm not going to say too much about it, but girl, I fell down that rabbit hole. We're not going to talk too much about it, but baby, I saw everything I needed to see. And it was funny because yesterday, on phone calls from prison, they did a Whitney. Nesto swears up and down he met Whitney Houston, and old dumb Sonya was talking about how Whitney greeted Bobby when he got out of jail. Girl, the lady, so these ladies, Chef Carmen and her wife, the wife lady, girl, she went running just like Whitney to Bobby. I was like, you know what? I'm late. I am late and I need to get up out this YouTube. See what happens when you just you get to scrolling on that damn discover page. Talk about which one, boo boo. Hi, Jamie. Hey, boo. Talking about what? Rose and her silly behind. That's what I was watching, and that's what got me caught up, and that's why I'm late. So, but I had to set up a hair appointment. I had to talk my mom business outside of YouTube, and I'm gonna leave it at that. But I told, yeah. So I had to handle mom business outside of YouTube on some business. And then Farrah and I were trying to get a game plan as to the next couple of days because we have a lot to do. And Farrah was busy with tennis most of the summer, but we had to do a clothing assessment. And I'm going to give Farrah some kudos because ma'am got 3 bags of clothes to give to Goodwill. Okay. Okay. She put together some bins to go into the attic. And I have a whole entire Rubbermaid with lots of books. And I have some materials that probably should have been discarded a long time ago or given to Goodwill. But I happened to cross paths with someone last week who has a rising first grader. And I was like, I have so much stuff. I have multiplication charts, addition charts. I have all kinds of stuff, elementary teaching tools, especially because when the pandemic happened, this room that I'm sitting in right now, it was almost like a classroom. Like we had it set up classroomish so Farrah could do her studies and everything. We called it the homeschool room. So I have a ton of stuff. And this person has a rising first grader. And I have stuff like all kinds of books, everything. And, I could give it to Goodwill, but I would rather give it to someone like in bulk and they can just have it. Because it's definitely hundreds of dollars, maybe even, I don't even know. It's worth it's invaluable. It's an education, right? So, handle that. What else did I was on my mom-ish today. Okay. Jamie, you said you're glad I'm talking about something. What were you glad I was talking about, boo? Rose can't keep her lies straight. She said that she said the black kid's father didn't want anything to do with them. She begged her chat to contact him and get his kids. Look, Rose is ratchet. And anybody who didn't think Rose was ratchet because she's got a white husband, shame on you. Just because you got a white husband doesn't mean he's better than a black man, and it doesn't make you better than the next ratchet mom, because sis is ratchet. And her and Brett is no high class, highfalutin ass 5-star anything. He's just a man. He might be average. I'm not even going to call him average. I think he's kind of bummish. Especially if, are we talking about this today? Because someone requested Strong Mommy Chrissy video, so maybe we'll have time to get to that. And then I was going to talk about Liv going live with roaches, with woaches. But Brett is just a man. He's nothing special. He's just a dude with a bald head, and people are, women love a bald head, period, right? And y'all love a big ass, beefy ass dude, right? If he stopped working out, he'd be fat tomorrow. He'd have titties and everything, okay? He's just a big dude. She thinks she's better. Look, someone said, and I do. Someone said, I do. Okay. He might be better than what you had, sis, but he's not better than everybody else. But she's one of these women who thinks because she scored a white guy that she's like that shit. Okay. Girl, bye. Nobody cares. I don't. I did have a reality check with a friend yesterday that maybe, I don't know. I still don't believe it. My grandfather would have been with my grandmother had she not passed away. He married another woman. He was with her till the day he died. He had 6 kids with his first wife and 7 kids. Well, 6 with his second wife after he became a widower. And he was there till the day he died. My father and my mother were together till the day they died. Nobody is divorced. Well, my sister is divorced. Okay, I'm telling people's business now. But as far as my father and his siblings, no divorces. No divorces. Everything is not perfect. I had someone said something about things like your life could have been perfect, or my life was not perfect. I'm just saying my dad was home. That shouldn't be the perfect like that is the perfect standard, but that shouldn't be like some people's dads are at home and they're in the midst of chaos and they are chaos mongers and they're not good husbands and not good fathers and things like that. That's not the goal, to just have a man in the house. Okay. So don't get me wrong. I have a hard time wrapping my head around there not being available men, because I've never been the slimmest. I've relatively had a small waist most of my life, but girl, now it's gone. But I've never been the slimmest. I've never had the biggest butt. I've never been the prettiest, even though I do, like I'm not mad at how I look. I've never lacked in having someone have interest in me or a boyfriend if I wanted one. I just find it hard to believe that there's not available men. Like, some people need to get, like, I don't know what the criteria is for women out here, but me personally, in my lifetime, I've never had a problem. And I don't believe the rhetoric around all black men do this and all black men do that and all black men, and all of the things. I don't believe it. I just don't. And I know that the numbers don't lie, and there's numbers for everything. But I don't know why I always run into people whose husband is at home, who their baby daddy is their husband. That's not unbelievable. I don't know. Rose seems to perpetuate. Let me get back to Rose. Rose seems to perpetuate a stereotype that black men aren't shit. Now, can you tell me how? Let's talk about Rose's husband. I don't know who her husband is. I don't know him from a can of paint. He could be a dog, whatever. But let's say this. If black men don't get married, how is it that you found this one man who's married 2 women? Allegedly. I don't know if he's married to the second lady or not, but I think she said they're getting a divorce. So he's a bum, but he's married 2 women, and he's living under the same roof with the kids he had with her, and he's paying child support for the kids he had with you while he was married with you. But Brett had to be forced to get on child support and wasn't even dealing with his child, didn't marry the lady, and still don't see the girl. But you're talking about the black man? Hold on a second. Let me get my horn. Okay. Hello? I was listening to that mess this morning. I was like, girl, Miss True Redbone, good morning. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just feel like there is a lot of noise that gives. Look, again, I could be totally wrong. And I know that there's statistics out there, and I'm not familiar with enough of them to start quoting like this one and that one. I just know my experience as a black woman who doesn't go to the gym every day, who doesn't have the biggest butt, who doesn't have the smallest waist, all of those things. Since I entered the dating pool, let's say 20 years old, I've never had a problem. I never had to deal with baby mamas. One of my friends was like, "How do you always meet guys with no kids?" I was like, I never even had an awareness about it until you mentioned it to me, because she always met some men with kids. But you know what? Look, and don't get offended. That wasn't my problem to solve. You know what I mean? Like, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, that which you resist persists, and you are given lessons in life until you learn to deal with them, right? Like, that's part of our journey. That one part of my journey. My journey wasn't to deal with baby mama drama. Okay? My journey was to deal with these carbohydrates. Okay? My journey has been to learn to eat more vegetables and protein. Okay? And keep my blood sugar down. All right? That's been my journey. Okay? It's never been any of, you know what I mean? Like, we all have our own separate journey. But like I said, I was listening to Rose this morning talk that bullshit, and I don't know. I was like, my good girlfriends here in Charlotte, they're all married to their husband, their baby daddy. The kids live up under the roof. I can't even think of one that has outside kids. And I mean outside from either before the I mean, I don't know. Like I said, one of my sisters is divorced, okay? And the other one is a widow, okay? Her kid's dad passed away, okay? And they were married, and all of the things, right? I don't know, girl. It's a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, I had a conversation with someone yesterday who gave me some realization, but I do think that it's out there. I think that, look, and I could be wrong. This is just my opinion. I do think that sometimes we have to wipe our brains clean of certain ideas and not always have the answer for everything and be open to life. Because if we already have the answer, there are a lot of studies on this. I can speak on this, that what you believe is what you will end up gravitating towards, because your brain has a desire to be right, right? So if you believe something to be true, you will see evidence to confirm that, right? That's why there's that expression like, it blew my mind, because maybe you believed one thing, but then you all of a sudden saw evidence to not that was counter that situation, right? So I just think that's what I think. So anyway, but Rose perpetuates a certain stereotype, low key. She's like a human dog whistle, okay? Rose really is not the friend. Rose is not a friend to herself. Before I say she is not a friend to black women, I'm going to say Rose is not a friend to herself. She is a self-saboteur and she is a very strange woman. She is nasty, divisive, and manipulative. Any woman that would be okay with her husband continuing to have posted on his Instagram a narrative regarding a serious betrayal of him not only bedding down another female, but also allowing the female to gaslight and befriend his wife and show up to a wedding and all kinds of foolishness and nonsense. Girl, the bitch is fucking crazy. Okay. You would have to take that down. Everybody's seen it. It's over. Take it down. And you're standing in front of a Range Rover that you said he bought you, but turns out you bought yourself because he don't have the coins. Since you started this YouTube channel and y'all started making money, I guess she's doing the heavy lift. I don't know. I don't know if the man has a job in Hawaii or not, and I really don't care. I just know that she has been looping in more and more people into this story, and she has the nerve. So the new wife of her baby daddy, her ex-husband, I guess is on YouTube, and ma'am is doing interviews. It's like, well, sis, you're doing interviews. Okay, yes, she was on Tasha K. That's a big platform and Tasha is legitimate. But at the end of the day, you're doing YouTube Streets interviews, period, right? And I saw someone yesterday, was it yesterday or day before yesterday, who said that Rose agreed to an interview with her too, but Rose stood her up. Now, why she did that, I do not know. And I do not care. Because I don't know. I just think there is a look. If whoever your man is, whatever his race, whatever it is, I just feel like when it becomes a platform or a thing, I smell doo-doo. I smell doo-doo. If your love is based around a thing and not love and respect and, oh, they happen to be this, that, or the third, I smell doo-doo. Okay. I just do. I think it's some sort of weird something. I don't know. Something other than, I don't think there should be such a focus on the swirl. It should just be focused on the relationship. Like a girl that I follow, which I don't know her from a can of paint. There's a girl I follow, Janae Naylor, Hilo Lux. Her husband, Josh is a white guy. Josh is quiet. Josh stays to the back. Josh seems to be a gentleman. Josh likes to dress. Because when Janae shows him, sir is always dressed down, very nice, always good haircut, everything. But Josh lets Janae do Janae. Okay. And that looks like a very real relationship based on they like each other a lot. They love each other. They're a good looking, sexy couple that happen to be a mixed couple, but it's not a thing. She's not always talking about, well, Josh is white. Like we can't see he's white. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on. Every damn live. Josh doesn't say a word because guess whose channel it is? It's Janae. It's not Janae and Josh. It's Hilo Lux. She's talking about fashion. She's smart enough to stick with the script. And that's why Janae is doing as well as she is. Janae is doing amazing. Okay. Oh, because well, he's a cool guy. He's one of he's like who's that guy? Let me stop. They're cool. They're a very cool couple. She race baits. she's not a friend to black women. She's not a friend to black men. And I think she's also nuts. That's all I'm going to say. I didn't even plan on talking about her today. But, you know, shouts out to the husbands that have their own business. That's what I'm going to say. Shouts out to all the husbands that mind their own business and stay in that husband lane as it is appropriate for whatever y'all do. If you guys take a minute, look at your phone. If you're not subscribed to this channel, hit subscribe, set your notifications, not personalized, but to all, and go ahead and hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up. I appreciate it so much. Girl, he plays his position. And also, like, I don't know, even okay, let me just talk about Becky real quick. Becky from Acre Homestead. Becky is a white girl. Her husband is a white guy. Okay, unless they tell us different. Josh, is her husband's name Josh too? Girl, I think her husband's name is Josh too. Okay, Becky's husband. Girl, babe, that was really good. I like that. Okay, could use a little more salt. That's it. If he says a word, he walks through. You don't even see he's very respectful. Becky is filming, but he's got to get somewhere. He walks right through. Don't say a word. Okay? Girl, if you watch Becky, have you seen the baby? Have you heard the baby? Have you even heard the baby? One time. Girl, I saw the baby one time wrapped up in a blanket. That was it. Becky, that baby is a year old. We haven't seen hide nor hair. I don't know if she shows the baby on Instagram. Becky is like, we're going to focus on this cooking. We're going to focus on these coins and this garden. And I'm going to let you talk to my mom. Okay? Susan and Becky get up in that kitchen. Becky goes out to the garden. Becky's husband is quiet. When she's gone live, she goes live sometimes. How's the sound? Can you ask everyone if the sound is okay? Okay, babe, I think it's good. Oh, and he's quiet. She's like, okay, I'm chopping something up. You can read some comments. Okay, so-and-so from Australia wants to know, do you prefer yellow onions or red onions? Like, he will read it, like, very much of a helper, but he doesn't even get on the camera. You just hear him. Shouts out to the husbands that stay in their lane on these YouTube channels. Don't bother. Like, if it's a Rose and Brett thing, then okay. But clearly this is a family channel. So Brett is in the midst. Let me show you guys something. I feel like I saved it the other day, but I was kind of like, Brett, would you have a seat? Brett, sit down. Hold on, let me find it. I was like, boy, be quiet. And you too, Portia, be quiet. Let me see. I think they're trying to, rebrand is so overdone at this moment. Okay, hold on a second. You guys have to see this. It's like, it's giving, and my name is Brett, and I approve this message. Okay. You guys are I know what you guys are going to say. You guys are going to say that she told him exactly what to say and she fed him all of his lines, and maybe she did. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay. I'm sure maybe some of you guys have seen this. This is funny.
After giving birth to our fourth son, she was battling many emotions internally that I could not understand. And eventually she couldn't hold it in anymore. She exploded. I could not allow this to fly as a man. This made me realize that I needed to love her just a little bit harder. I needed to listen to her.
You know what? Let me find. Where is she's got some weird music playing over the thing. So I don't know if this gets demonetized. It just doesn't. I'm not gonna worry about it.
And then more than anything, I somewhere began to fail my vows to her to protect her as her husband. To protect a woman is more than their physical. It's their mental. it's their emotional, it's their spiritual well-being as well. So you commenting on what you would have done if you were in my shoes holds no value. Rose, I love you. I know everyone's expecting an apology from you, but I apologize, wife. I apologize for making you feel underappreciated. And as always, thank you for my family. You may know my wife recently flipped out after giving birth to her fourth son. She was battling many emotions internally that I could not understand. And eventually
Brett is giving, and the ransom note is pinned down below. The first person that can send $50,000, I'm on a plane back to the mainland. Girl, that damn scripted ass speech, okay? I'm thinking to myself, boy, what's wrong with you? Are you crazy? Girl, my name is Brett, and I approve this message. I'm like, my God, who wrote the script? You know who wrote it? Rose did. That was so stupid. He said, my wife flipped out after having our fourth child. Okay. It's too late for him to be like the Joshes, okay? He can't be like Becky's Josh, and he definitely is not like Janae's Josh. He's not giving Josh. He's giving Brett. Okay? There's a new name on these YouTube streets, and it's called Brett. Brett is like a damn, we already know what Karen means. Shouts out to all the good Karens out here, but you know the girl. Karen has a certain cachet, right? Brett is silly, okay? I apologize. He called her a hoe. He said she turns when she gets mad, she turns into less of the housewife and into the hoe, okay? You guys saw that, right? Come on now, wait a second. Y'all, I wasn't even trying to get into all this. One of you guys asked me to talk about Strong Mommy Chrissy video. Hold on, why when I click my videos, it takes me to studio? Okay, hold on. Let's see. You guys were not into the video yesterday, I don't think. Hold on. Okay, listen to this.
your value goes from this to this, and
Your wallet's
you
free,
know,
your
and
house
then,
free.
and then Rose becomes, when I'm arguing, she becomes not a housewife, but more of a hoe, and
What did you say, sir?
everything. She becomes not a housewife, but more of a hoe, and everything else wrong.
She becomes not a housewife,
but more of a hoe, and everything else.
Do you know all kinds of slaps and no teeth would happen? My husband would never say anything like that about me, but I would never put myself in this type of position to, number one, have a dirty, low down argument of that nature. Like, I don't know what you even call that, but I'm not going to go that low with someone. And like, they went super low.
And your value goes from this to this, and
Your wallet's free, your house free.
And then Rose becomes, when I'm arguing, she becomes not a housewife, but more of a hoe, and
These two are trash cans, okay? They are the most trash canish ass couple on this YouTube. They're disgusting. The fact that she is okay with him using an analogy, the Hoda housewife analogy, and she's sitting there agreeing. She has no value in herself as a woman, and I think she actually hates herself as a Black woman. And she hates Black women. She hates herself as a Black woman. She thinks she is some damn prize because she got this big piece of meat. Okay. She thinks she thinks she won the damn lottery. Okay. And this is her cross to bear. You want this internet money? You gonna get this scrutiny on that big dude you with. Okay. Because like I said before, You talk about black men not being with the family, but you were with a black man that married you, right? That you decided to have children with, and he married you. You had 2 kids, right? Okay. Things were not perfect. He's also married another woman, right? I don't know what type of man this guy is, but that throws the scenario out the window about black men not marrying the women who bear their children. And from a Rose standpoint, that's not true. Because it seems like, from what I've heard, he's married 2, he's had kids with 2, right? Brett married her, but he's cheated on her. Rose has cheated on him. Why are they even married? And then he's got another child who he doesn't even have anything to do with. Rose had to twist his arm to have something to do with the kid. And he talks about having 4 children rather than him having 5. She might have 4. He's got 5. The 2 little boys that he has actually have a sister. She thinks she has a prize because he's white, but he's worse than her first husband because he's got a daughter he doesn't even have anything to do with. He is no better than Hips. He's no better than damn any of these other men that are on this internet that we have talked about who are deadbeat dads. He's a whole deadbeat dad. But she, like she said, when she was trying to make him look good or change the optics on him, like she said, it was never about changing my persona. It's all about upgrading yours. She looks better the better he looks. You can't clean up Rose. Rose is a bum, okay? She's a bum who figured out how to do YouTube, okay? The more she makes him look better, the more money she makes. The more she polarizes black women against white women or self-hating black women who think that they need someone of another culture or race because they feel bad about themselves, that's the type of person that she panders to. A self-hating woman of whatever quality or whatever race, background, whatever, okay? That's what she does. So she has a very particular type audience that vibes with her because all the rest of us are standing around like, bitch, what are you talking about? And then when you put it all together that like, oh, you're on some I hate black women. Oh, really? Oh, okay. You talk like you're, you know, you have to actually really listen to her to really realize how much she hates herself and hates the people surrounding her and how much of her is really a user. On top of the fact, I'm convinced that she's not super cool with being a mother. She needs a lot of help because she's overwhelmed. She's had too many kids. She has articulated on numerous occasions that 2 is her sweet spot. And it's very difficult to have 4 boys. Meanwhile, she is obsessed with her looks. Girl, dust is global. Okay. So are pick-me's. Absolutely. They need to. It's like, what did being black do to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can either believe all of the negativity out there, or you can trust that which is within you. At the end of the day, you know, it's unfortunate that there's so much negativity, so much negative discourse, and so much proving and so much black tax out here for us. I don't really ever get on this topic, but why not? We're talking about it. There's so much black tax out here to have to do better, be more educated, know more things, read more books, be sexier, prettier, be more demure, all of the things. You see you see what's going on right now. We have a woman of color, let's say, because I don't want to upset anyone who doesn't think Kamala is black or whatever you want to think. I don't know. That's not what we're here to talk about. When you are a woman of color, you have to be all things. You have to do so much, right? And I don't know if Rose resents that and she thinks that somehow magically she's going to blink her eyes and she's going to wash her black away. That's not going to happen. And you can exalt this guy as much as you want. He's a bum. A white man of quality would never have been with you, Rose. I hope this message comes back to her some type of way. There's no white guy of any quality or substance or any type of decent background. What she qualified for in a white man is the white man that the white women didn't want. He's a bum. He was a deadbeat father, and the white chicks didn't even want him. Okay? That's why you got him. He picked you up in the strip club, sis. Okay? Let's remember that. He's the throwaway of his community because he went and picked her up over to the strip club. That's pretty much it. And her big thing is making him look good so she can look better. She is riding his wave because thirsty chicks out here love to oogle and ogle over some damn eggplant. Okay? And furthermore, there are women out here that don't mind lusting after a married man, especially when you have a female who likes to parade him around and put him on display. Okay? So she puts him out on display. They dog whistle race baiting. And because the thirsty ones out there are all like, well, damn, because she has some audience out there that don't like her and think that Brett deserves better. Brett is a bum. They are equally yoked. These two may not make it, but if they do, they do. Like they got a 50-50 shot. Okay. But there's no mystery here about these two. Brett is being used because Brett wants to be used. Brett likes her flexibility. She's probably a little bit freaky. Most women are not going to get with the cheating. I'm sorry. I saw a little snippet on Instagram yesterday where there were two ladies. I don't know how old they were, but they were at least in their 40s. They could be 50s. I'm not sure, but they were nice looking, very professional looking, very well dressed, crispy, beautiful jewelry, all of the things, talking in a podcast setting. And it was just a clip. But the clip included a lady talking about that cheating is no longer a deal breaker for her. I'm sorry, but the dishonesty and the betrayal, it's not about eggplant. I mean, that's enough. That's enough of getting naked and having an intimate moment with someone you're not supposed to. We signed papers, we got the law involved, we got God involved, and hell to the no. Furthermore, it's the text messages, the emails, the rendezvous, the dinner, taking money out the household, all those things. I'm sorry that we live in 2024 now where women feel so fucking desperate that they have to take anything from anybody. Your man not should be operating in fear, but I'm just saying, even as women, not operating in fear, you shouldn't have to be scared to do the right thing. You should want to do the right thing because you love this person. And there's really no consideration outside of that. You're not interested in any other relationships outside of what you have to even think for a minute to engage in something that is outside of your marriage. It's the betrayal and the lying and all of the things that come with it for me that I would never be able to get past. And I think the fact that we are in a climate now where all the rhetoric has made people not have sufficient and appropriate boundaries in life, that you can't commit to one thing for life? It's a daily thing. And there are women out here that lust after married men. I don't know that there's men out here that really try to turn a female from her husband as much as there are women who do not mind talking to a guy who's married. I'm sure they exist, but most men have pride and don't put themselves out there like that because they know that most men don't have respect for that, because men feel a way about their wives, and men who are open to being a side piece like an August Alsina, those are kind of threatening type men to like alpha men. That's not an alpha man who sneaks around with another man's wife. That's very frowned upon, I believe, in the male community. So most men are not out front and open about catting around with another man's wife, right? Even though it's definitely girl. Exactly. So I don't know. It's weird. This couple opens up a lot. The reason why this couple is so popular is because they hit on so much negativity, masking themselves. If you look at their channel right now, the views they get are all from her very negative live streams. She is no different from Liv's life. She is no different from my Jazzy life. She is no different from any of these like trash mom sector channels. She's no different at all. This is what she's giving. She's giving on a bigger level, trash box mom sector. And people are fascinated by this because people really haven't discovered this. You know, I mean, this sector is not that big. You know what I'm saying? She's mom sector. She is definitely trash canish, and she's giving a certain that's why, girl, I'm not even going to speak on too much detail, but that's why some of the things are going on around her, and it's obvious to me. So the fact that she could go live and get 172,000 views on a live stream, but she puts up a video of the family going to the ocean, it has 8,000 views. Nobody's interested anymore. No one's interested anymore. She goes live talking her tea, dragging her ex-husband, talking about the YouTube streets. Baby, it's on. You see what I'm saying? You say it's like Keisha? Girl. It's a mess. It's a mess. People are not, they're not tuning in for that. Yesterday, she was live, 172,000 views on a live stream, full walkthrough. Girl, and she was putting on a damn, someone said this about Keisha before. Girl, let me play this on fast so you guys can see some of this. Girl, she sat up there and put on a damn wig, okay? Ghetto. This is a minstrel show, okay? The minstrel shows, you guys know what minstrel shows are. For those of you who don't know, minstrel shows were shows way back when, let's say 100 years ago, 75 years ago, 80 years ago, where white people who were amused by black people used to dress up and have entertainers dress up in what they call blackface. So you see, you know, when white people put on blackface, people are offended by that. So the minstrel shows, they would make fun of black stereotypes. They would make fun of the things that, you know, kitchen table-y type conversations, the whispers about black folk, and they would create a whole kind of entertainment around it rather than having the black people entertain, which I'm sure black people were entertaining there too, but they would also, it would be stereotypical type comedy where they laughed at the black folks, right? And this was not too long ago. This could have been in the early 19, like this could have been less than 100 years ago. Okay. So, you know, things that your grandmother, great grandmothers may have known about or were subjected to, right? Okay. These chicks are a whole fucking minstrel show, okay? Which is one of the reasons why. Okay, so here we go. So she's in the bathroom. She cut all her hair off. She's putting on her, she put on her, so she's teaching. She wants people, she has a beautiful natural. But you know what? Rose is a black woman who hates herself. She has a certain, what do we call a certain hair texture? It looks pretty to me. She could put some gel in it, get one of those sponges, girl, it would be curled right on up. But because she hates herself and her value comes from the white man who is no better than the black men stereotype that she talks about, she feels better imagining herself like we did with as little girls when we took a towel and put it on our head and walk around like you got long hair. Some of us have natural long hair, okay? But she has to have that lace front. Okay? She has to have a lace front because she is not comfortable in her natural that she did to herself. Her hair was growing. She blew it out. It was looking cute. It was like a little shag. It was very, very cute. You know, maybe even the back of her neck. It was cute, healthy, all of the things. She had a damn fit and cut all her hair off like Britney Spears, had a damn breakdown. Now she's putting on, you know, for the city, this shouldn't. So now she's doing a hair demonstration. She's showing how to pluck the thing. That damn dirty ass wig. If you see this wig she's putting on, it's like, sis, look at this. Bitch, we don't care if you're using Dior Forever or not. We don't care.
Expensive makeup, guys. Dior. But it smelled like perfume, though. I wonder if this is what made my face break out, to be honest. I've never used this Dior. This is the first time that I bought this kind of foundation, and it smells really good, like perfume. Now that I think about it, that's probably what made my face.
I don't care if she uses handmade Dior. I don't care if somebody mixed her own bottle. I could give two fucks. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impressed. Okay. People out here who lay wigs, they will go right to the beauty supply and get some damn whatever. Okay. And if you're really up on it, I think they have wig foundation now. So like, okay. Look at this trash ass little piece of hair she's putting on. Look at that. So I guess it's a frontal. Okay. I don't even think it's washed. It looks horrible. Okay. Now she's getting out. I think she's laying down a quick weave. Okay. So she's basically making a wig. If you don't know what she's doing, not that I'm a hair expert, but if you're going to quick weave tracks to a what do you call a hairnet, you're basically making a wig. Okay. Now you might have the hairnet glued down, but at the end of the day, you're basically kind of de facto making a wig. Okay. But she's doing this on live right now, right? Girl looking real stupid, looking like she got a whole mullet going on. Okay. So she's showing the people what's going on here. The boys, girl, isn't Brett home? You can't take 5 minutes and go out and go get your hair done. You can't get an hour out the house. I thought he was working, but we're not going to talk about that right now. But part of her situation is making Brett look good. As long as Brett looks good, it ups her credibility because she does not hold any value in herself. And I'm not saying as a black woman, she has no value in herself as a woman. So therefore, she picks up the plight allegedly of black women, and it's like, sis, and nobody like, what are you talking about? Like, this is all self-inflicted. No one's copping to all of this. All this nonsense that you're doing here. The man knows she's on live, but this is how baby, let me tell you something. Are you kidding me? Why are you all up in the camera? You see that? You see how some people tell on themselves? You want to be on the camera. Babe, I'm going live. Do you mind putting a shirt on? You see how she does? You see how nasty they are? And looks right at the camera. You know they're live. You know she's live. Why are you walking around with no shirt on in them damn khaki pants you wear all the damn time? She's wearing them nasty shorts she's had on for about 4 days. They're gross. I don't know who finds this family interesting at all. Okay? At all. Period. They're gross. She's nasty. She couldn't do all that. I'm sorry. You couldn't do all that married to a black man. First of all, he'd be like, can you close your damn legs? And don't you have like 10 other pairs of shorts? Why are you wearing the same shorts every day? Why don't you go make an appointment and go get your hair done? You don't have to do a quick weave in the bathroom. Go on down there, go get your hair done. Baby walking around in a fully loaded diaper. Are we seeing it? Baby got a fully loaded diaper. Okay. She's a whole minstrel show. She's giving people who feel I don't know. She's giving people a certain look into this marriage that is not positive. But maybe this is the only positive part of their marriage. I don't know. But they're very silly. I would never. But this is not a hair channel either. But she's doing her little quick weave. You are in Hawaii. Your hair is basically carefree. All you have to do is come home, wash it out, rinse your hair from the pool. She can't even get in the pool with that thing. You got a short natural. You come in the house, you rinse your hair out, you put on some conditioner and keep it pushing. What a luxury that is, to be in a place where swimming can happen every day, the beach can happen every single day, and this weirdo is putting on a damn stocking cap and gluing hair tracks to her head. For what? Girl, she's doing the quick weave wrong. I wouldn't know, because I wouldn't even venture to do something like that to myself. Weaves are to be done at the stylist. That's why you have people with licenses who can do that practice. Look at this. Homie has to be seen. Look at this. Let's see what he says.
Yeah. Did you have a channel before your current?
Okay, so she's live, right? You passed by, you saw she was live. Okay? As if you didn't know she was live. Now she's talking.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has to come show her something. Brett, I'm sorry. Brett is not innocent. Brett is just as weird as she is. He's just as weird as she is. And he wants to be seen just as much as she does. And he's just as much of a bum as we all think that he is, because it's just obvious to me. He's a whole bum. He's very much a bum. And she hit the nail on the head when she said part of her plan and strategy around YouTube was to make him better, because that was going to make her look better. because her shining over him just permeates the stereotype of like a self-absorbed Black female who's into social media and she's just using him for money, which people have that impression, but they know that that's not true because Brett's not the breadwinner. It's clearly we've known that it's now sister girl over here. Okay, he's a smelly. You think he's giving Shrek? Shrek has got to be seen, girl. He's got to be seen. Back in the day, my stylist put 2 barriers between my hair and not just one cheap wig cap. Okay. I had a quick weave once and I did not like it. I've always done sew-ins and I stopped doing sew-ins. You guys, it's probably been, I don't even know, guys. It's been a long time. My last sew-in, okay, you know what my last sew-in was when the pandemic happened? I started going half and half braids, my natural hair, sew-ins, like I had a little rotation. After when the pandemic happened and you couldn't even get a hair appointment, that was when, so probably sometime in 2020 was my last sew-in. So it's been a little minute. It's been a little minute. Thank you, Bible lady. You guys take a minute. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at your phone. Hit subscribe. Hit subscribe. And then set your notifications to all. And then go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Okay. Thank you. Let's see if we got some more thumbs up. I'm like, I would have to veer off this screen, so we're not going to bother. I'm trusting you guys. I'm trusting.
I could never imagine liking someone's live if you don't like them. Y'all are weird. Like what Janika said. How are you? I'm doing well. What are the boys doing? They're just
okay. This is the deal. That hair looks dirty. It doesn't even look freshly washed. Do you see that? But Rose, to me, she can get away with doing stuff like that because Brett doesn't know anything about what she's doing. She is a complete clown. Look at that. Look at the hair, guys. Hold on. It does not look freshly washed. Maybe she washed it and let it air dry and she's going to press it out once she puts it on, but I don't know. It looks matted.
Thank you. Thanks, Teddy.
Look, it's got hair hanging from it down here. Okay.
Thanks, Teddy.
It's giving, I have to dance tonight at 7:00 and I need to put my hair on and I can't go. There's no appointments or I don't have any money. Let me go ahead and get these tracks in. Girl, it's looking like you need to report to the main stage in less than 2 hours and you need something on that head.
Middle final. I don't like y'all talk about middle final answer because I did the hard line. No, I'm going side. Because Brett already said side.
Where's your phone?
Babe, I do need you to help me though. Let me see. This is the make or break, guys. But look, they all say I'm middle now. Shut up. Okay, hold on. This is cool. I've never seen this being done before. Okay, babe, come on. It's like with the kids. Babe, this is so important. This is the important part.
I really didn't know what a closure was. And I was like, it's basically like a toupee. That piece that she's putting on right now is basically like the toupee of the of the damn quick weave, but it looks like she's missing 2 or 3 tracks. Like, sis, where's the rest of your tracks? Are you going to have that big empty space? It's like her hair's done like a doll head. Okay. Girl, just raggedy, just a whole raggedy mess. She's a bum. I mean, I'm sorry. I think that at the end of the day, everything that happened a couple of weeks ago, I don't care what she says. I don't care that she says they were playing, they were running a skit. I don't care what she says. That day that she said that it was all about making him look better, and that was what it was, that was like, I was like, yup, that was it right there. She will take all the heat. She will be a complete and total victim. She will make it look like black women are picking on her and that the white women that don't like her are jealous because maybe they're racist and they don't want her to be with him because he should have been theirs, right? And the black women are jealous because she has her whole, you know what I'm saying? She's a fucking mess. She really is a mess. So she went live this morning talking about how people are trying to eat off her and all kinds of things like that. At the end of the day, get off YouTube. If you don't like it, get off YouTube. I'm not going to say that that's not the truth, but at the end of the day, this is social media. It's called social media. It's not called individual media. It's called social media. Social media is based off of the butterfly effect or whatever else you want to call it. It is word of mouth. This one tells that one. It's based off of community. And if you don't like it, get your own website, get your own server, and look how many people show up. Okay? Because your planned content, nobody's even looking at it. The shit show content, that's what people want to see. But now you're mad because you created a shit show and you're mad because that's what the people want to watch. So I'm just saying, stay tuned for more shit show. These two are not above throwing their family and relationship and all of the things under the bus. Just kind of be careful, like what you consume, because obviously you know that some of this is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. To me, you love someone, this is your husband, this is your baby father. The fact that he's white should be irrelevant. Brett should just be Brett. Rose should just be Rose. Maybe everybody doesn't feel that way, but as a black woman, I don't go running around saying, hey, meet my black husband, meet my African-American husband. Yes, well, as an African-American woman, like there's more to me than my race. I don't bring that up all the time. I think it's just obvious, right? But I don't have to say it all the time. I don't have to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it shouldn't even be as a matter of fact. It's your husband. It's the man you love. It's the father of your children. Bringing it up all the time, either to me is one of two reasons, and it could be both. You're color struck, and also you're pandering to the audience. You're bringing it up for a reason, because it's revolving around coins and because that's what really matters to you. Hey, Mackenzie, what's good? And that's just it. You know what I mean? Like it's a mess. It's a mess. But yeah, she puts, girl, when you see this wig application, look at the big bump in the back. You guys can't see. Hold on. She didn't lay her hair down. And what I mean by lay her hair down is she didn't make it flat. So any of you guys who are not familiar with this type of thing, she didn't lay her hair all the way down flat. So it's going to look like a big bump in the back. She's got all this dirty hair she's putting. I'm convinced this hair is dirty. One thing that we do know, it's not fresh. Fran, how do you know it's dirty? If you've never dealt with hair, and I'm talking about supplemental hair, tracks and things, anyone who's handled hair before, you know what new, fresh hair looks like. And that is not new, fresh hair. That is old hair. Or let me say it like this. That is reused hair. And it doesn't look clean. It looks dirty. And nobody puts on a quick weave only to have to wash their hair. It defeats the purpose because she has caps on. So that's not what you do.
You're being rude to me. Why are you saying that type of stuff about me?
What did he say?
I can't do that. You need more hair.
I know. Oh, well, no, make sure the hair doesn't glue down.
That's what I've been telling you. You're like, hey,
I'm sorry.
push it down.
All right, pick it up. No, pick it up. Just pick it up.
No, it's up.
This part's supposed to be that.
Yeah, I told you that's what's going on. That's such a weird ass process. That was really natural hair. This whole process is so unattractive.
He said, why don't you just wear your natural hair? This whole process is so unattractive. The white man told her, like the black women did, why don't you just wear your natural hair? He just said, why don't you wear your natural hair? This whole process is so unattractive. Okay. Have we seen enough? I feel like he totally. Thank you, Brett, for making my point. Your wife is a wannabe. She's a wannabe. She wants to be his white wife. But Rose, I'm sorry, boo-boo. I'm sorry, Rose. Rose, you're black, honey. You're black. And the sooner that you can embrace who you are and what you are, the happier you will be. You are really trying hard to be something you're not. Brett married a black woman, and you're desperately trying to be a white woman or a black woman who rejects who she is. And it's not because of the weave. Don't get me wrong. It has nothing to do with that. Her need for weave and all of those things run much deeper than just a hairstyle. Sis is in a complete denial state. And this is just one of the rituals that she does that gets her in a headspace to where she can be rude and vile to other women and exalt her white man in a way that she smears her marriage in the face of people to make coin. Really, this is all about coin. On top of everything, sis is just trying to make coin, and she's using her husband and her relationship and her status and all of the things that she has created for that endeavor. That's really just it. Brett is a fool because he doesn't see how he's being used. And he's really just being used because he's just a white guy. He's just a regular white guy who's not perfect. And that's okay. But she's selling him on this internet as if he is some super guy because that's what sells. And that's what she wants the people to believe, because part of her platform is downing the father of her kids and making him look bad, even though he was married to her. And he does pay child support. And the reason why he didn't pay child support was because she didn't want it. It's about money. It's about money, and it's about race baiting. It's about money. She uses race baiting to make the money. But I really do think that she hates herself. She hates herself, and she hates her culture. She hates herself. She really does. I think if she could send the two kids to be with their dad, she would. So that she could have just the little two. Not for many reasons. One reason is it's too much for her. She's overwhelmed. I think that she likes to not have to answer questions about the other guy. And she wants a soft life. But ma'am, you're the mother of 4 kids.
Oh, are you messy?
He said this process is so unattractive.
It's not talking too, because he's talking too much. Here.
Because you see that.
Lift that up.
Lift up the flaps.
No, don't do that.
Oh, the cups.
No,
Hair cups.
yeah, the hair.
Period. Marissa XOXO said, tell those.
You see how he sits there and reads the comments?
Ma'am, stop now. Can I put on the baby? Finding your swing in life and what you want.
Wait till you see the aftermath. It looks like an old wig.
The heart is a little bit crooked. Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Love it. Can I babysit be that little kid that's next to our door?
Yes.
Get up. That hungry you. Like that.
I love this for her. I love that she has like, look at this. That is not fresh hair. And she's using a smoothing brush to comb out her unruly, dirty weave. It looks like, so how would the hair be dirty if the wefts were uncut? Whoever laid her last quick weave they may have just kept wrapping around the wefts rather than cutting them. And she's going to get a lot of shedding now that she cut the wefts of that cheap hair. All that hair is going to just be slowly falling out because the hair is secured to the weft and she's cut the wefts. And I think some people like burn the edges of the weft so the hair doesn't come off. I don't know. I've never done that before. I always go get my hair done, but that's just what I know about weaves. When you cut the weft, it can shed. And that looks like very cheap hair. It's not laying, it's dead, it looks dirty. That closure definitely wasn't new. Yeah, it has no life to it. She better get some Tresemme. Let me tell you, the best thing I ever washed my weave with was always Tresemme. Where's the part? Girl. The hair has no motion. It's stiff. It's dirty. It's dirty. We all know it's dirty. The people on the TV don't know not TV, excuse me, the comments, they don't. Some of us, look, the ones that know, right? Okay. Okay.
There's 80 beautiful souls that don't like us in the like button. Okay,
Only look, she has 172,000 views. Wow. Okay, so she said there were only 80 likes. There were 450 people at this moment and 69 likes, okay? At that moment, right? She's got it pinned right here. So she ended up with 72,956 views and 1,600 likes. Oh, wow. Mm-mm-mm.
So we flip it like that? I've seen some people do. Yeah, like that, right?
Girl, she's trying to put some.
Nice elbow to baby. Can you pick him up for a second for me, please?
Looks like she's using crafting scissors.
How about you wait on it? How about you wait on it? that middle part was right. Maybe that middle part was right. This is
You like it? But I'm trying to. I'm trying to cut this side like this side.
See how he comes in there and gives her kisses? Now she's got her hair pieces in. I think she feels like she wasn't going to get those kisses if she would have just parted her little natural, put some gel in it, and put some makeup on. It seems as though, and this is my assumption, I might be wrong, seems as though Brett might find her more physically appealing, which he said this. He said he liked her with hair. He didn't like her without hair. Maybe she gets more loving, more kisses and attention when she's got some hair on her head. I don't, girl. We just saw it.
Using 200 trauma shares because it was lifted. And look, it's like growing out of my scalp. First solo date in at least 5 months, so I'm very excited for it. We finally got a nanny, so we can do that, or a babysitter. The nanny comes on the 23rd, but we have a babysitter now. So finally, we're able to spend some time with one another, but we'll also be showing. Oh, we got it. You guys, we made 1,000 likes. Woo! Thank you, guys. Okay, so for all of you guys that are new to this channel, my name is Rose Miller. This is my husband, Brett Miller. We are in a blended and interracial family. We recently moved to Hawaii.
You don't think people can tell your husband is white? Hi, my name is Rose Miller. We are in a blended and interracial family.
We have 4 sons that we are raising, and my husband has a daughter that lives in the mainland. So we hope
that we don't deal with.
That you follow us along our journey. Turn on your bell so that you will be notified when we post a new video. We're going to be showing ourselves traveling through Hawaii today. My husband and I are going on our first date in like at least 5 months. Our first solo date in at least 5 months. So I'm very excited for it. We finally got a nanny, so we can do that, or a babysitter. The nanny comes on the 23rd, but we have a babysitter now. So finally, we're able to spend some time with one another. But we'll also be showing a lot of content just traveling through Hawaii. So make sure you turn on your notification bell.
How do you have a babysitter coming to the house? There's no sofa. There's no place for her to sit down. There's no table for her to feed the kids. How is it that you can go out on a date and you don't have a damn table? You don't have a sofa. You don't have the basics. You're living in a high-rise apartment in very expensive Hawaii. Why do you not have basics there to handle the needs of this blended ass family? They're living like a bunch of broke people in a nice apartment. You're in a nice apartment and y'all don't have nothing in there.
If it is not already on. Okay. Now for the newbies, we recently had a situation where it was just a lot of madness. So at the end of every live, you guys are my rosebuds. You guys that are subscribed to my channel, you're my rosebuds because my name Rose and you're my bud, you're my pal. So at the end of each live, we just have you guys drop your rosebuds if you are in support of my husband and my children and my family. So can we drop our rosebuds, y'all? Let's drop our rosebuds. I love to see it. How old are y'all? I am 29 years old. I'll be 30 in December, and my husband is 37. B Rosebuds. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank you for sharing. Stay blessed. Thank you guys. As always, y'all make my entire day. I love y'all. Peace. Oh, they still dropping rosebuds. So beautiful.
Okay. Well, okay. All right, guys. That went in a different way. I didn't plan to talk about this chick today. Go back. Was Brett in the playpen with the baby? Yes, he was. He was in the playpen. He was laying in it. She showed him laying in the playpen. Hold on. Let me see something. He put on, is this their date that they're going on with him in a black shirt and shorts?
If you want too much, you coming too hard at you girls.
Look at that. They are disgusting. She just wanted someone who's like, shit, girl, baby. I'm gonna show it. He was in the playpen. He was laying in there. Girl, he's right there. It's all to emasculate him. Which that's his own fault. Like, you know what I mean? I don't feel sorry for him, but it's all like he's just a big baby. He's one of the boys.
Oh, we got it. You guys.
She wouldn't think for 1 second, you know what, maybe I shouldn't show him laying in the baby's playpen.
We made 1,000 likes. Woo! Thank you guys. Okay, so for all of you guys that are new.
Okay. I've had enough. I can't with her. I didn't mean to talk about that. I guess you know what? Okay, strong mommy Chrissy, we'll get back to you tomorrow, hun. Okay. This turned into a whole Rose conversation. She's very polarizing. I don't even like talking about her that much because I feel like it's like conversations that I think are, but you know, it is what it is. I think as a consumer, because keep in mind, YouTube is a sales platform. YouTube is all about advertising. And when you're supporting channels, you're supporting the advertising around that channel. And because you're watching the commercials and all of those things, Rose is selling a particular lifestyle and aesthetic that is not even real. For the people who are in happy blended, happy interracial families, she is using that trope to make coin. She's using it as a trope. That's why she says it all the time. Most interracial families don't have to tell you they're interracial. We see what's going on. It's not the catch. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna let y'all go, guys. This was interesting. I will be live in a little bit on Real Talk Bougie and girl. I'm gonna be live over there. I set it up for 1 o'clock, but I think I'm gonna just go get something to drink from the kitchen and be live in like 10 minutes. So if you're following me over on, you know what? Let me do this right now. Let me handle this business. Let me send y'all over there. Let me do a redirect and I'll be live in like the next 10 minutes over there. I already have the live set up. I should have done this to begin with, but I didn't think about it. Let me do a redirect. If you're not subscribed to my other channel, Real Talk Bougie, get into it. There you go. Okay. Guys, thanks for hitting the like button as you exit. If you don't mind, hit that like button for me, please. And this live will direct you right on over to Real Talk Bougie, and I will meet you guys over there a little bit later. I'm trying to see what outros I have over here. Just a second. Oh yeah, okay.
Walk it like I talk it. 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 Walk it like I talk it.